Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to back up your files both online and locally using SecureOnlineVault.com. Once you have the software installed, double click on the icon to start it up. Fill in your login and password information. Click on the Remember Me to log on this computer and click on Log Me In automatically. Then click Login. When the software loads, you will be presented with 4 options. The first 2 on the top are for backing up and restoring your files online. The 2 on the bottom are for backing up and restoring your files locally. For this first part of the tutorial, we're going to go over backing up and restoring your data online. First, click on the Backup Online button. And step 1 asks, what do you want to back up? For this example, we're going to back up our My Documents folder. This meter down here tells you how much free space you have left based on the plan you selected earlier. For this example, we have 200 megabytes. So this backup is using just over 150 megabytes. Then click Next. The next option, step 2, is when and how do you want to back up. So you can tell the system by clicking here to run scheduled backups automatically without user intervention. So you can set a time and date when you want your backups to run. In this case, we have our backup set to run every day at 1:50 a.m. You can check here so that your backups run even when Windows user is not logged on. So for example, if somebody else is logged on to your computer, if you have multiple users, your backups will still run regardless of whether or not you are logged on to your computer. So down here you can set the time frame, whether hourly, daily, weekly, or monthly, and a time for each. For this example, we're going to set it to go off hourly, every hour, then click Next. Next, enter your Windows user details, your login and password, then click OK. The third step is to check if you want to send email reports at the end of the scheduled backup. This will send you a log of the files that were backed up, any kind of errors that you may have incurred. So hit the checkbox and enter in an email address. If you want to enter multiple addresses, separate them with a semicolon. Then click Next. Your setup is complete. In the summary, you have a description of your backup. You can select to run your backup now. You can close Secure Online Vault or open in a different view and click Finish. You'll notice the pop-up that says that your backup is running or that will commence in 10 seconds. If you click on the Secure Online Vault icon in the toolbar, you can show your currently running backup. You can see the current status of this backup. You can pause it, hide, or cancel. You have some other options to close this automatically after the backup is done, or to show details for the backup session. When the backup is done, you'll notice in your progress window that all the files have been processed, transferred, and confirmed. You can then click on Close. Your files have now been backed up online. In this next part of the video, I'm going to show you how to restore your data from an online backup. Simply click on the Restore Online button and search for the most recent backup. We can see that there was a backup on the 3rd, so we can select that and click Next. In step 2, you are displayed with the results of your search. So in this case, if you wanted to restore everything from your last backup, you can simply click on the check and everything will be included. If you wanted to include just individual folders of files, you can drill down into each of the folders and select accordingly. For this example, we're just going to restore the entire C drive, everything that we uploaded earlier. Then click Next. In step 3, we set your recovery location. You've been selected for 94 megabytes of recovery in 795 files. For this example, we're going to leave it in the default location, which is in the My Documents folder. You can also indicate a new location by checking off the New Location button. Then click Finish. You'll notice in your status bar the process of the recovery, and we'll come back shortly when it's all done. Once the recovery has finished, you will see the progress report, which gives you the recovery path, the number of files successfully restored, and any kind of errors. Then click on Close. For this next part of the video, we're going to back up our files locally. Click on the Backup Locally button, and it will take you through the appropriate steps. Step 1 is you manage a local backup. So you can create a new local backup, and you can set it to be a full backup or an incremental backup. You can also manage your schedules. For this video, we're going to go with create a new backup set, and we're going to create a full backup. Then click Next. Then we select what we want to backup. In this case, we're going to back up the My Documents folder. Then click Next. Enter a name for your backup. You can then select to store your backup data in the default location. Then click Next. The next step will ask you when you want to schedule your backup. You can schedule it hourly, daily, weekly, or monthly, and set the time. In this case, we're going to set it hourly to run every hour. Then click Next. In the summary, you have that you've created your hourly backup, what it's called, and what you're protecting. Then click Finish. You will notice the pop-up that says that your scheduled backup will start and will be commencing in 10 seconds. If you click on the icon in your toolbar, you'll be able to show your running backup and see the current status. Once the backup is done, it will automatically close, indicating it is complete and that your files have been backed up. We can then proceed to restoring a local backup by clicking on the Restore Locally button. This will ask you to select a backup from the list of known backups. So you can select the most recent backup. You can select the backup from the list of known backups. You can also select the backup archive from within that backup. Then click Next. Select the data restore destination to its original location or a new location. For this example, we're going to set it to a new location. Then click Next. I'm going to select the folder to restore to. Click on Browse. For this example, we're going to type in a new folder. Click OK. Then click Next. And you can then select the files that you want to restore. In this case, we're going to select the entire C drive that we backed up earlier. Then click Next. The next step asks some restore options: to overwrite files, restore thread priority, and some other options. Then click Next. You'll notice the progress of the restore, and when it's finished, you'll be notified. When the restore has been completed, you can click on Finish. Your files have now been restored to the location you indicated. Good luck, and thanks for watching.